Top 10 NFL teams through week 2. Okay, know-it-alls, we are back with another video. Joey and I, we got our top 10 NFL teams through week 2. All right, guys, we have our top 10 NFL teams of the season through week 2. And let's get into it. At number 10, I have the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Currently, they are 1-1. And they're struggling so far. I believe that Mark Ingram coming back will be a big deal for them. I think getting him back and healthy will make them an elite team like they were last year. Again, people forget they were one play away from potentially going to the NFC Championship. So look
The
for
Super
them.
Bowl. No, you're right. The NFC Championship.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm an idiot.
I was about to say, bro.
Don't edit that out. Keep that in.
Yeah. Wax the clip. All right, number 9, kind of flying low. You know, people aren't really giving them their due. I'm putting the Denver Broncos up there. Of course, every year they have a great defense. Case Keenum, they finally have stability at the quarterback position. He's not the best, but he's good enough.
Yeah, okay.
I think Royce Freeman, the rookie running back, is doing well so far. Again, their offense is good enough with that great defense, and I think they're a top 10 team in the league right now. Again, they're 2-0.
Okay.
Next up, we got the Joey Garces Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, I know you're not putting the Giants
At number 8,
You have
the
the Chiefs at 8?
I have the Chiefs at 8. You want to know why?
You're crazy. I don't care. No, you're nuts.
No,
the defense is not that good?
No.
You have triggered me right now.
No, it's not that their defense is not that good, which it isn't. The Chiefs for the past 3 or 4 years have started off like 5-0 every single year. Andy Reid is just this crazy mastermind, offensive-minded guy that has all off-season, and he's in there with his chemicals, and he's concocting all these different brand-new plays that no one's ever seen, and he comes out and he lights it up. And then after a couple weeks, they get film on him, and then it's not so much, and they kind of start slumping, and they always start off super, super hot, and they look like the best team in the league. And then by mid-season, they're kind of down sloping, and then by the time they get to the playoffs, they're always out. So for that reason, I'm giving the Chiefs number 8.
Hard disagree, but keep it going.
Hard disagree. Next up, we got the Falcons at number 7. I think the Falcons are a solid team. They got their first win last week, and they also played the Eagles, which won the Super Bowl the previous year. Very, very tough on the road. So look for the Falcons to bounce back.
Okay.
Next up, we got the team that beat the Falcons. We got the Eagles. The Eagles of Carson Wentz and that defense. I think they'll be rejuvenated. I think they'll come out firing this week. So I got Eagles at number 6. Next up, number 5, my Super Bowl prediction. We got the Green Bay Packers. And again, we're ranking our top teams. So top overall teams, I think there are better teams. But I think when it comes down to it with Packers and the clutch, with Aaron Rodgers, I think he'll take care of it and he'll get it done. Number 4, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars.
4?
Yeah,
wow.
I got the Jags at 4. I mean, at this point, top 5 teams are all elite, stupid good teams. Yeah. So you're just splitting hairs at this point. I mean, the Jags have everything. Their only weakness, I guess, would be pass catching and quarterback, but those are pretty big weaknesses. Next up,
they did quiet the doubt with that performance by Bortles last week.
Oh, yeah. Bortles played out of his mind, but let's see if he can do that day in and day out, or week in and week out.
Okay, fair enough.
After that, we have Minnesota. The Minnesota
Vikings.
Minnesota and Jacksonville probably have the 2 best defenses in the league. You can argue down low in the comments which one you think is better. I don't think it really matters. They're 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
And, studs. They got great wide receivers. They have You like that? Kirk Cousins at quarterback.
You do like that.
Dude, I love Kirk Cousins. I've always been a huge fan.
I'm so happy he's out of the NFC East, so now I could root for this guy.
I've always liked Kirk Cousins. So yeah, number 3, Minnesota Vikings. Number 2, I'm still rolling with the Patriots. It's New England. It's Brady. It's Belichick. I don't have to really say anything else. It is what it is. Until those guys are gone, they're always going to be in the top 5 in the league, and I hate to say it, but whatever.
That's just the sound of a defeated Dolphins fan right there.
And number 1, big shocker, I got the LA Rams. LA Rams are the most complete team I've seen in a while. I've said that in previous videos. I just never seen a team that essentially doesn't really have a weakness. Like, even those past Patriot teams that have won a lot of Super Bowls, you could pinpoint like certain weaknesses, and I think the only thing you could technically say is not even a weakness, but not necessarily like a top 10 position in the league is their linebacking core, but it's not even that bad. It's not even like they're a bad linebacking core. I would just say they're run-of-the-mill average, maybe a little above average. But yeah, I mean, the Rams have no weaknesses. This is the most stacked team I've seen, like, potentially in my lifetime. I'm not like
okay, calm down now.
I'm so on board with the Rams. They are like, I thought everyone said they have all the talent in the world, but how's their chemistry going to look? Sean McVay has proven to us that team is killing it. You hear nothing about them. The Steelers are a mess. The Steelers have all those personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
Then you have the Rams.
You're sitting up now.
Yeah. Then you have the Rams with all those personalities, and you don't hear a peep. And I mean, everything's working for them. The last team I think that was this stacked, I'm trying to think back to like the 2008 Patriots. Like, what team has been more stacked since them? It's got to be LA.
Okay, well, that's a conversation for another day. You definitely threw me for a loop with best all time, whatever.
I never said all time. I said this is the most complete team that I've seen in a very long time.
All right. Well, I gotta think of it. I gotta think of some options to counter you with. I can't think of them right now. But okay. All right. That's your top 10. Respectable, I guess. I don't know. I think you missed a couple things. Don't really agree with you on some teams, but it's here or there. I'll go with my top 10. Starting at number 10, I actually have the Cincinnati Bengals coming in.
All right. All right, know-it-alls, that is it. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like down below. Do everything.
You are crazy. The Bengals.
See you next time.
Bengals are a cool 2-0. Marvin Lewis is a shitty coach. I know that, but somehow they are 2-0. They look pretty damn good. All right, just wide receiver. Joe Mixon, I think he's out for like a couple of weeks, but I don't care. I mean, their defense is nice. I'm rolling with the Bengals. I don't give a shit what you say. Cincinnati, give me the Red Rocket. Andy Dalton slinging it. I'll ride with them. Okay.
0-4 in the playoffs in his career.
I didn't say he's going to make the
I want you guys down low in the comments to wreck Joey's life. I want you to light him up for saying the Bengals are a top 10 team in the league.
They are. What do you mean? They're undefeated. An undefeated team can't be top 10. I didn't put them at like top 5. I can't get a top 10 nomination. No way. Number 9, I am actually going to put the Falcons at 9. I think at the end of the year they'll be more solid and be more put together. But right now, I don't know. I just don't have the most faith in them. They're still talent-wise. They're still an incredible team. But right now, I just have them at 9. And at 8, I have their division mates, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Ryan Fitzmagic. And it comes from Fitz. I do. I mean, I don't think they're going to keep this up for the full season. But right now, after week 2, it is very fair to say that the Buccaneers are a top 10 team.
How long do you think he's going to stay, the starting quarterback?
I mean, they're not going to bench him for Jameis, obviously. I think the only way Fitz loses his job is if he just has a classic Fitzpatrick.
Which he will.
Yeah, will. But until then,
he will.
Well, eventually. But right now, boy, I love me some Fitzmagic.
So give me a week. What week do you think he's out?
It's hard to say, but I guess mid-season. If somehow the Buccaneers go like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know their schedule, but I mean, if he just has like if he has 3 bad games in a row, he's done.
Jameis is suspended for 4 or 3 games.
4 games. So we still got Fitz for 2 more guaranteed.
I could see Fitz kind of blowing it the next 2 weeks and Jameis coming back after. To be honest, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. If you've watched his career, he comes out, he lights it up for a couple games, and then he's terrible for a couple of games. That's like been his MO for a while. So
yeah, I know. I think if he has 3 bad starts in a row, then it's Jameis time. But for right now, he is on point. MVP candidate after 2 weeks.
He is.
Okay, so we'll go with the Bucs at 8, and then at 7, I'm gonna have the champions, the Eagles, at 7. I know that they just lost to the Buccaneers, but they are getting Carson Wentz back. He is a big upgrade over Nick Foles. Look for them to get back on track and start their winning ways, unfortunately. And above them at where are we at? 6 right now already. 6. Another team that I love, that you love too. I'm gonna put the Patriots there. They're probably gonna make a jump sometime soon because they have Josh Gordon now, Flash Gordon, cash in from Tom Brady. Yeah, I love Josh Gordon. I think Tom Brady and Belichick are gonna get him straight. I think if he can't get it down here, then he has no place in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm super hesitant to say, like, I don't even think necessarily he might even play this week coming up.
No, I don't think he's going to play this week.
It's just like I said before, it's a complex offense, and it's just hard for receivers to really. I mean, Chad Ochocinco went there, and he couldn't see the field because he just couldn't get the timing down. He couldn't get all the calls out. Like, it's a very hard offense to learn. I don't know if Josh Gordon is the most intellectual football player.
Granted, Chad Ochocinco was also a lot older than Josh Gordon was when he joined the Patriots. Yeah. Maybe that played a factor. I don't think Gordon's going to have a big role, if any, this week. But I think after this week, week 4, he's going to be on the field, seeing significant playing time, and I think he's going to be a big factor moving forward for them.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm going to put Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Again, I like the Packers as well. I think besides Rodgers on offense, I am just not that excited about them as I am for the other 4 teams I have on my list. I think they have a big question mark at running back. It's a committee of pretty average running backs.
And Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. Wide receiver, I mean, they got Geronimo Allison and Devontae Adams.
I was about to say, you better say Devontae Adams. That guy's good.
He's good.
Randall Cobb, Jimmy Graham, they got some guys.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have some guys. They're a top 5 team, of course. Yeah, so I'll roll them at 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with You Like That and put the Minnesota Vikings at 4. I think they are one of the most stacked teams in the NFL. Putting them at 4 is probably a little bit too low for them. I only put them at 4 because they have that tie on their record. They should be 2-0, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think they're definitely going to be a top 2 seed in the NFC. So look out for them to continue on their winning ways. Number 3, this might surprise you because I've been hyping them up so much, but I'm going to put the Kansas City Chiefs. I still think they have the best offense in the NFL, led by Patrick Mahomes. And I will say that for all those times where the previous years that you brought up where the Chiefs started slow or started fast and then they dwindled off, they didn't have Patrick Mahomes at quarterback for those years. And I don't see it happening this year. Number 2, this might come as a surprise to you, but I'm going to put the LA Rams at number 2. I think they are also one of the most complete teams in the league. Their offense is clicking like no one else. Their defense is insanely scary with Donald and Sue. I mean, just all
and Peters.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you look, they're just an incredible defense. Yeah, the Rams right up there at number 2. And at number 1, I have
Jaguars.
The Jayville Jaguars, led by Blake the God Bortles.
The pride of UCF.
The pride of UCF, the greatest thing could come from Orlando ever.
I'm pretty sure he went there when they were called the Golden Knights, not just the Knights.
Yeah. Then he took that golden with them. He took it to Jacksonville with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they are the best defense in the NFL. And when you have the best defense in the NFL paired with a performance like Bortles just gave last week against the Patriots, I think that is the scariest team in the NFL. If he can continue even a little bit of that, this is the number one team for sure. I think they're going to the Super Bowl if they keep this up. You know, I don't know. Call me crazy, but I think I got the better list. I think you are sleeping on some certain teams that I am not sleeping on. All right.
I think our lists were pretty similar. I mean, outside of the Bengals, because I didn't have the
That's
Bengals.
for a real loop.
Yeah, I didn't have the Bengals, and you didn't have the Saints in the top 10. So other than that, every other team was pretty much the same. Our top 5 was the same, exception of 2 different teams. So they were pretty similar. I mean, I had the Falcons at 7. You had them at 8, right?
I had them at 9, actually.
9, yeah. So like pretty similar across the board. But we both had the Packers at 5, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, we agree a lot, but not with the Bengals.
I mean, I thought really long and hard about the Saints at 10, but I just cannot get by with that defense. I think that defense is. I think I gave it too much credit in the preseason.
Yeah. One argument that you have that I'm going to give you right now. To basically win this argument, the Bengals over the Saints, is the Saints' competition. The NFC is way more difficult than the Bengals. So the Bengals' likelihood of winning a playoff game might be even a little higher than the Saints. So I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah. You hear that, fans? Get in them comments. Say, see, Joe is actually right. He knows what he's talking about.
Proven by me, though.
Whatever.
I just screwed myself.
Hey, man.
All right. Okay, know-it-alls. That is it. That is the video for the day. We got our top 10 NFL teams of the NFL season thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Let us know in the comments. You know, put them side by side. Do whatever you got to do. Let us know who got the better one. I'm very curious out there. I know all my Jacksonville fans are going to stand up for me for putting them at number 1. So looking forward to hearing from y'all.
All right, guys, make sure to hit that like button, punch it in the face,
smash it,
comment down below, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
See ya.